All right, we have the New Orleans Saints at home with a 3.5 spread for the Saints, -3.5 for the Falcons. This is going to be an interesting game since the Saints are without a head coach. They have their interim head coach, but it's not Dennis Allen anymore. But I think he got a lot of blame for stuff that wasn't his fault, unless that defense has just been horrible. But they have had way too many injuries. They're giving up 33.3 points per game, which is in the last four, which is worse than even the Carolina Panthers. So they probably did it more because Dennis Allen is a defensive head coach and he should have been able to fix that defense good enough that they're not one of the worst in the league. The Falcons are giving up 25.3, which I thought that defense was going to be really good this year. But with Morris as their head coach, he's not, I don't know, he plays a horrible type defense. They need someone to run this defense that plays it a little different, not so much zone. I want more man coverage, and I think there would be a better team for it on the defense side. But luckily, Kirk Cousins and that offense are scoring 27.5 per game. But the points per game for the Saints has just been atrocious, 16.8. David Carr, is that right? Oh my gosh. Is Oh my gosh, am I saying the right name? I don't know. I don't know if I'm thinking of his brother or not. I'm having a sorry about that, guys. But anyways, you know who I'm talking about. The quarterback didn't even play much better for them last week, and he was back from his injury. Passing yards per game, 219 is all the Saints are doing. They're giving up 226. The 8.3 Falcons for passing yards per attempt, very high, very high. That would be in the top 10 in the league. 6.4 on defense for the Falcons, but 7.7 for that Saints defense, which is horrible. So going to be a lot of Kirk Cousins throwing the ball this game. Rushing yards per attempt, 5.0 on defense for the Falcons, 5.5 on defense for the Saints, basically the same, 4.7 on offense, 4.4. Maybe Saints can get something going on the ground against these Falcons and use some play action. Points per play is 3.0 on offense for the Falcons, 1.5 is all for the Saints, but 3.7 for the Saints defense and 3.2 for the Falcons. The 1.5 on offense is horrible, but you got to remember, David Carr was not a part of that. All those games, the last four, he's only part of the last game, but it was still pretty bad. Let's just look at total expected points, -15 for the Saints last four, plus 1.3 for the Falcons, and that would give you a huge spread of -0.3 or -18.3 or -18.5. -18 doesn't really matter. But if that's the case, that's a bet on that Falcons number. I think what I'm going to do is find another game and just buy some points here. Not a teaser, but just buy some points. It's going to make your money line a little higher, but I want to take it down to like 2.5. So let's buy 1 point on that one, and I'll do a parlay with another game and buy some points to make it easier to win. Because for sure, I know Falcons lose this. How embarrassing. Anyways, let's scroll the game cards really quick. 79.1% chance for Falcons, -8 spread. So even then, that's a bet on the Falcons if you want to do that way. But I'm gonna buy a point, put it in my um, in my parlay, and all green here besides passing yards per game. But I'm not too worried about that. The Falcons defense giving a lot up in the air, but I think this game they should just play for the Saints to throw the ball a lot, but they have a lot of injuries on that offense too. So it'll be a struggle. That's it for this game. Like I said, I'm going to buy a point for the Falcons, put in one of my parlays. If you bet this game, good luck. My name is Jordy. I'm watching Betfin Sports Betting, and I'll see you in the next video.